So what's trying to happen here, what my interest, what Budd's interest is to derive a few very simple principles, which are really one principle. See, there's 5 vectors which are powered by one principle. The vectors are like the drivetrain of your car, but the principle of a particular way of using your body, that's the engine. And that should fuel everything, right? That's what people call internal strength or whatever, right?
It's not a forward movement, it's an upward movement, right? If I want to go forward, I move all of me in. I don't lean into them, right? And what you do is you want to be able to move your whole body. People's instinct when they push something is to roll their shoulders forward and push like that. And this is so obvious, just to shift with your whole body. But the whole idea here is, can I use that push to drive some force without, like that? In other words, am I invisible to the person when I push them? They don't feel me gathering, they don't feel me pushing. So the mistake people make is they see this as weightlifting and they'll come here, right? And they push, and now what I'm doing is I'm lifting a weight, right? That's not helpful, because as soon as you start recruiting your muscles, and you're not learning to use the connected body as a way, right? So you can start striking without any wind-up, right? So I don't want to have my muscles tense, so it's just enough to set up some tension, right? Here, just that. Okay, now, do the same thing here, right? Rowing a boat, right? Push. You come to grips with somebody, you come to grips, and just at the moment they try and grab you, that's when you hit them without movement, right? Because if I come like this and I hit, right there's the opening, right? But here, right? Whatever I can get contact with is what I want to hit with, right? Okay, so that's his first movement. Second vector, you're doing like a hook, right? And it's off of the medium, right? So you're just taking this, and it's like this way. It's an elbow strike. And again, this is everything from when you come to clinch, right? It's coming for an elbow strike. It's coming for these kind of moves, right? It's coming for, different kind of locks. Now, right here, if you focus too much, can I get like a wrist lock on a person? He naturally avoids the wrist lock. But do I have some kind of a Kuzushi there, right? Right? I don't have to be so concerned about the precision of an arm lock, which only works against somebody who's not very good. Right? Any grappler, the moment this goes like that, is going to drop the arm. But can I use that to get some Kuzushi, get him loaded on his foot for something else? Right? If I don't have a base, I'm like this. Who's winning? Right? So I have to be still good base for those kind of, whatever move we're doing, yeah? The moment I let one foot float, it's just reversed, right? So classically, the third vector comes from a technique in Aikido called Sankyo, which you are twisting the wrist this way, right? The basic movement is here, right? Now, what I'm sort of trying to have you guys observe, that the grab is this movement, but it's also a cover, right? So what I want you to do is, we're going to do this third movement, and again, don't sway from side to side. You retain root, and every once in a while, come all the way up, right? Right? So if you're going to get behind, you're going to be going for a choke or something like that, and I'm going, oh my God, right? I'm going to be trying to get my hands up here. Now, what sense would it be for me to put my hands here? Right? Nothing, right? And yet you're blocking that way, right? Whereas the movement to protect myself, whether it's a punch or kick, I've got to be in here, right? And this is it's helping cover me up this way, yeah? Yeah, so it's the same movement. And if you get this instinct in one place, the instinct applies in other places as well, right? But if you have too many techniques that, for blocks I do this, whereas for chokes I do this, you basically have neither, right? Because if he punches, stop it because I'm going to do it wrong, right? There's no way I can unlock my movement because that's a 1-2 move. Where I punch again, right? This movement reflects a lot of, oh my God, right? It just goes right into it. Most people think that a knee strike is a forward strike. But a forward strike can be blocked very, very easily, right? If I'm here and just block the strike, right? It's like it's a pretty easy thing to block because it's seen and it's felt. The moment I pull forward and I round myself, there's the strike. If I'm here, right, it's much harder. And what happens is that the impact starts driving his hands here, and the block is much harder, right? So, right? And then you start coming into throws and things like that. So grab here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll slide in with this foot. Right? Be very careful. It's really easy to hurt somebody with that. Right. Here, you slide in. See the disengage here? In this case, I slip it off. I don't want to maintain it here. And then just pull and just try to hit him with the side of your leg. Right? Inside the knee. Here. Right? In this movement, I want to be adaptable. I don't know if he's going to hit me or not, but if there's the grab, right? Here, now, right? So if he steps back, then I've got to go to something else. Right? That should be fine, as opposed to, oh, you didn't do Kemi the way you're supposed to. Right? That's fine. Right? If I'm on balance, I should be able to adapt to it. If I'm off balance, it was all or nothing. Right? So that's the study here. So move your feet the way they want to go. What I would do is I'm going to be here. And this is stuff you guys haven't really trained in, but I'm going to hit him with my spine. Right? And be careful not to do that too hard. But it's here, right? Not, I'm tall enough I could reach with an elbow. Probably you might not be able to. But if I'm here, the other thing is, this move here, I don't have a hand to do it, but right there, right? Right? Basically you trace the arm. Don't separate yourself from him. So I'm here, and now as close as I am, I'm going to trace the arm and one knuckle as opposed to a fist, right? Or thumb right in there. Then then I'm able to come back. Now, let's say I'm behind him and I'm not in the perfect position for the knee. The way I'd like you to do this is not with your knee. Really, in reality, you could do it with the knee, give him a dead leg and all that. What I'd like you to do is take your thigh and come underneath the crease of his buttocks. Okay? That's not the combative application. That's the safe application so you can get the feel of it. Because if you're actually going to hit the knee in this nerve, right, you can really deaden the leg very quickly, right? And still take them off the street, right? So if I get to this position, let's see if I'm going this way, right? In reality, I might be doing this, right? But for safety's sake, here, take him down. So try that. So jam it up, and then just come here with your thigh under the crease of his buttocks where the leg starts. Try that. Okay, so I'm here, right? And now I move behind. Now, it's this, but here you can use your hips without your leg. And what you do from here is here. Here. Okay? It just needs to come right over the eyes. Right? It's really startling, right? Here. Okay? You can also squeeze yourself so you can't breathe. Okay? Here, and simultaneous to this, you duck forward with your hip and your thigh. Okay? So, first of all, when somebody grabs you and you're not doing a sport, that's a failure, isn't it? Right? The person comes to grab, right? And it's whatever the kind of conflict is. Either if I'm not boxing, right, I'm grappling out here, so to speak. So, again, right? And I'm just going to be sticking to him, right? Now, it's from this point, right, whether that hand is there or not. Remember that punch we did? Right? Right? There's the same movement we did today off the grab. But we're gonna, of course, this is really coming here, here, things like that. But, right? So, once again, use the pectoral muscle. You know, it's really easy to make an impression on something by hitting him in the solar plexus. Right? But the idea is that you can practice this more than once. So you hit something durable just hard enough to sort of bump him a little bit, and now here. Okay? So let's just do that in 1, 2, lead, like that. Okay, so try that. What blows me away is, you know, all these people, thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of people in the Aikido world. And actually, if you go back to Choi in the Taikyoku world, they had teachers who were doing these techniques, right? And they do it a little bit in the beginning of class, and they'd be like, okay, when's he gonna finish that? I want to practice my wrist locks. And the reason that the teacher was so powerful and they weren't was these basic exercises, because if they'd been peeking over the garden wall at 4 in the morning, they would have seen the teacher do this exercise for an hour a day, right?